Y'all, do you realize how difficult Starion's code is to draw? Like, I appreciate the amount of detail that the devs did into making his coat, his little jacket, because like all those little intricate swirling stuff. I did a Starion sticker recently. It's on my Twitter and in my Discord server. But I did it recently, a Starion sticker, and I was like, it took me so long to get it done because like all the little gold pieces or the goldy swirls and whatnot were just a nightmare to draw.
At least things have stayed interesting.
But I'm curious to look at the boots. Someone's got some whack boots, like, but you don't realize how difficult characters are to draw until you actually start drawing them like fan characters, or not fan characters, but like the character. The more I started to draw him, like the more I drew of the characters, the more I appreciated how much work the devs put into making making these guys. Because it is not easy to design all the itty bitty details that they used. Because they had a lot of details. All of these characters had a pretty good amount of details. I think some of the stuff is a lot more simplified. Like Shadowheart's outfit is not as intricate. Like, don't get me wrong, it is intricate, but like nowhere near as bad as Astarion's is with all his little golden stuff. And Gale's is probably super duper duper simple. Will's is also kind of simple.
Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Will's is relatively simple. Not as simple as Gale's, but still pretty simple. Lae'zel's is gonna be hard to draw. I know I'm gonna hate it.
Looks unstable somehow.
My curious boy would come over here and touch it.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
I have a gnat in my apartment. I hate it.
Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, we'll get properly introduced.
Let's go.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. Apologies. I didn't exactly memorize my cephalopodian banishment spells last night. Wasn't the best prepared for an attack by squid. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. I have a feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Alright, we should level up our 2 people. We're gonna go with enchantment. I know I usually do abjuration or divination. You know what? Actually, no. We're gonna go with divination in this playthrough because I think I've done abjuration for like all of my other ones that I'm playing. I know it's his like, what is it? Abjuration is his canonical favorite like school of magic because if you ask him about it at some point, I think he mentioned something about how he prefers those kind of spells.
To live in more interesting times.
Oh. Went to Lae'zel.
Zoro was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them. Holy house. Under elf.
Lay time, Anissa.
Demaze.
Come, Anissa. Now.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
We're gonna wait till they left, and then we're gonna have.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see.
As you say.
We're gonna do a cheeky little, like, fight. We're gonna kill her.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
It's not kindness. We're letting her free and then we're gonna kill her.
You would sacrifice yourself to Geich. Such tiring mediocrity.
Oh, hush. We're gonna kill her.
Pick to fight.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't think I can wear her armor. Fortunately. Unfortunately. Oh, I need to give a star in a second dagger. I believe I have one in my inventory. I do not, but can he wield? Can he wield? Do I have any short swords? I do have a short sword. He can have a short sword and he can have a dagger. I think I'll also switch to a short sword and a dagger,
Bad as it could have.
because then I can deal more damage.
What am I to do?
Lovely day this. For now.
We're gonna give him... Okay, so he's gonna take that then, because he can't wield any other type of long-range weapon. So she is going to take the bow.
No time to rest.
We're gonna pick up the shovel that's over here.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Do a quickie save.
What do we have here?
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You dead goblins here? Where is the druid? Please, there's no time! By the 9 hells! Open the gates! Damnable roach! Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Oh. Let's go. Fun, my friend. Can I? Oh, show you. Ah! 1 point left. Good job, Gale.
May it please, Mistra.
I'm ready. Moving.
My sickle and sword, strike them down!
Oh, Gale.
Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Strike the bastards! Absolute!
No, he missed. Ah. Got him.
Birds have seen everything. Victory is assured.
Gale, please pick up all the junk. Since you're... Okay, and then... Hooray!
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Open the gates!
They weren't tenacious.
Ah, ba, da,
I
ba,
wonder
bum.
what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I picked up a random ass
I
wig.
just wonder if the grubby little beasts have any friends, and if they're nearby.
That is a very good question, Will. Very good question, Astarian.
I can't wait to sleep.
Same! But I should at least stream for another like 30 some minutes before I end it, because I don't want to end after an hour and a half. That's especially since you guys had to wait like an extra 30 minutes for me to start because of my workplace being hectic as hell.
children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Uh,
We lost him back at the ruins. Whole place is crawling with gobos.
He trusted you.
Nobody forced him to go with us. He insisted. And when things got tough, he couldn't keep up. Simple as that.
My God, you're a coward.
fail his insight. Zev wouldn't care.
Should have done that a long time ago. Arrogant prick had it out for me from day one. No one leaves my people out cold. He was right, though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
Oh, goodbye, sir.
With the same vigor he had for that for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
Eh.
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
What I didn't expect was help out there from a drow. Thank you. I'm Zevodur. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
What are you offering for my aid? 100%?
We'd owe you a great debt. What little we have, we'll scrape together. It isn't coin we need, it's time. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs.
Turning your back on the needy to save your own skin? Maybe we'll get along after all.
I understand. I can only thank you for the help you've already given. We're raised to fear the drow, but you've earned your place here. I'll make sure everyone here knows that.
I think it's funny. Like, obviously in this game you can't make your character a mind flayer without mods. But like, I think it'd be funny because like he'd be like, ah, yes, drow. But I'm actually, mind flayer.
Someone's going to answer for this. He's not breathing. Go find a healer.
It's too late. He's gone.
No! You're right. There's no point. Someone's going to pay for this.
Arca, no, wait! What are you doing? Keep me guessing. Never a dull moment. Good move.
Concentrate. Onward.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells? Considering what I've seen, you'd be surprised. But if you're not here for the coin, I'd rather enjoy the quiet. There's not much of it anywhere else.
Nice.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Why does this always switch to Astarion in that cut after the cutscene? I don't understand. It's like every time, without fail, the game likes to switch to Astarion after this cutscene. It's like, excuse me.
Something over there.
Zev is very smart. There's carrots in there, I need that.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate. I care about our lives, our future.
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Hmm.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
There's a very specific like outfit that I want for Zev, but I've got to like go collect it.
Good work, kids. You're all here. Go on. Give me your best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
You saw her then?
Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent.
I don't kill her. She'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh?
An excellent strategy.
No, Gale, I
Let's
just
make
find you
this happen.
annoying. Well, Zev finds him
The
annoying.
famous blade of frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Oh my. This is going to be a fun journey.
Oh, Starion.
The pride of the gate.
Alrighty. Blue command, because I don't have that as a... Oh, okay. I'm thinking... Agonizing Blast. And... I'll do Beast Speech. Because they both have high charisma. Because then he can talk to, Will can talk to animals and stuff.
Any questions, children?
Let's get going.
Wait, why does Will have more hit points? Oh, because he has higher higher constitution. That would make sense. See, I know that Zev is just gonna walk away from these guys. He's not gonna care. So, like... I think I'm gonna switch to Will. and have Will convince these guys to stay.
Hells, we can't just...
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Let's go.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by a goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Alright, what now?
Yeah, because Zev would just be like, I don't care.
Again. Swing. Step. Parry. Strike. Damn it! It's just not landing. You have a better way? 'Cause I'm all ears. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
We'll do this really fast. Oh, let's go.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed. Oh, I'll bless you, all right. Here it comes, you little beast.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, my selection is pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. forge.
To the pants because the pants are kind of.
I've got food, water, my dagger.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask? Where'd I got that over?
True. We're exposed now.
It must be time by now.
Just another crate.
Keep a blade close.
Hardly a challenge.
Have a lot on my mind.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools. Looking for steel? I have, well, something close. Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
Goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
I'm thinking we're gonna have everyone take a long rest so we can see if there's any conversation stuff. And then I will probably end the stream because I'm falling asleep here. But let's talk to people.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Yeah, Zev and Will have basically the exact same outfit. I think there's not very much. There's like no difference. It makes me sad.
The Blade of Frontiers at your call.
The feet are different.
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. You are a warlock. You know about bound souls and frozen tongues. I can only leave the rest to your imagination. Suffice to say, I hunt monsters, devils included, and I will do what I can to quench the coast of their flames. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call.
So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. Baldur's Gate, born and raised, the only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the ice surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
You watch and listen for signs of deceit, but sense nothing unusual.
I just realized Will has like the scars on the one side of his face are there before, or all the scars on his face there before his changes? Interesting.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Oh, Dev. Oh!
For a split second, you see a swirl of untamed magic. Then his defenses drop like a portcullis.
Out! That was uncalled for.
Zev. Oh, my boy. Oh, what would he choose? I think he'd be more concerned about the magic, not so much that things are being hidden.
Nothing. What you saw was merely mental disorientation brought about by your intrusion. Please don't try that again unless I invite you to.
Well, yeah, I don't think Zev and Gale are gonna get along very well. But it's fine. Gale doesn't need to be friends with Will or with Zev.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halcyon is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind. I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation. I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautilite. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Who wants to speak? Oh.
Be with you in a moment. Indulging in a spot of vanity. Handsome devil, aren't I? Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of? Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on? My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal. Studied. But what is happening, or rather not happening to us, is entirely undocumented. Uncharted territory. The silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Zev is like, yeah, I know.
How can I help?
Like, I know all of this because, well...
Question for you. Have you ever heard a banshee scream? Incredible, wasn't it? Loud enough to wake the dead and shrill enough to shatter a golden goblet. I thought it the most terrible noise in all 16 planes. But there's one even more fearsome than that.
Zev would say this one.
Oh, the lad's quite the tease. But he's a charming sort of cat. Well, most of the time. No, I was thinking of a far more loathsome sound. The doubt in our minds crying out for attention. It's hopeless, it says. Stop resisting. Give up and give in. Doubt is the greatest villain we face. Greater than all the hell's devils. Greater than a murderous god. Most people don't find it so easy to conquer. It's a good thing for us that we aren't most people. Slay your doubt and nothing can stop you.
Not a demon, not a dragon, and certainly not an illithid worm. I'm glad to see you're not one to give up.
That was interesting. I've never had that conversation with him before.
Well,
Anything else? No, you got nothing. Okay. I just want to check them all to see if they have anything to say.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen. Indeed you could. We're all doing surprisingly well, given the circumstances. I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer.
So, when it comes to Zev, he wouldn't be able to do poison because he's, I believe I put him, I can't remember if he's immune or, I think he's resistant to poison. Yeah, he's resistant to poison, so it wouldn't really help. It would take a lot to poison him. So I think out of all of them, the knife. But of course she'd say I prefer not to die.
Well, now you're just being closed-minded. There are some lovely ways to go. I've watched urchins freeze to death in a street. It looks peaceful, just like falling asleep. A classic. One good thrust to the heart and you're gone. We need a good blade, of course. Don't want to waste time hacking and prodding with a dinner knife. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case scenario, obviously. Oh, my boy. I'd like to see you try. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
He's so confident, and yet he doesn't even know the skills that Zev has. Zev could literally one-shot him. Maybe not this Zev, but fanfiction Zev, he could one-shot him at this point in the game, because Zev is like a level 11 Warlock Blood Hunter, and he could just be like... He did that with Lae'zel. One hit, boom, she was dead.
I couldn't help but overhear... Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer. Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
That might be worth a look.
Is that blood? No, never mind. I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me. The pride of the
Okay,
gate.
why don't you cast your...
The waiting's getting to me. Ah, you're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint.
Oh, nice.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No, you are incapable.
No.
You don't want to know what I'm a devil for. Believe me. Nothing here for you.
Rip.
Keep your distance, darling. Oh, for a skeleton key.
We have the boys and then Shadowheart.
Please, last room.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hell spawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here. No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
Ah, I do wish I could understand you. Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here!
Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue.
You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Far be it from me to pry. Now, as you were saying, Lesha Booyag, hmm? And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
The only option that makes sense. Well, there's two options here that make sense for Zev. So in the dragon, there wasn't any dragon, or I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly? Because he would be like, no, there's a. It would be an evil dragon, and it would make a contract with them, or something.
The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not the door roll.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Keep their confidence if you insist.
Defender of the people.
I'm sleeping. Huh? What's that?
I just like doze off there, so I'm gonna end the stream here because we're at like midnight. So if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, follow, don't forget to turn notifications on so you're notified whenever I go live. If you'd like to talk to me when I'm not streaming, feel free to join my Discord or follow me on my social media links in my bio. And without further ado, have a beautiful and a wonderful day, and don't forget to stay frosty.